Okay. Hey everybody. If you're watching this on the replay, hello. It's lovely to see you. And if you're here live, it's wonderful to see you as well. How's everybody doing? Thanks for popping in to say hi. Hi, Patty. Hi, Sue. How you guys doing? How you doing, Patty? Are you home? Hi, Cindy. Yay, Patty, that's such wonderful news. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. How are you feeling? Are you feeling better? How's it going, Cindy? What you been up to, Sue? I started painting my grinders. Hi, Donna. Hi, Janice. So, this is one that I did. I'm going to do UV resin on the top. And then I'm going to, with this one, I'm taking out this piece down here. So it's 4 pieces. You've got 1, and then 2, and then 3, and 4. So I'm going to take piece number 3 on one of these, and I'm going to paint it with multi-surface. I'm actually painting it with Flash Metallics and the Liquitex glass medium, and I'm going to do a baking test to see how they bake. That will help me determine if I can ever go past this stage of just painting on the top. So I've done this one. No pain, just tired. Well, that's okay. No, that's the thing. You're not getting any sleep in the hospital at all. I'm so glad that you're doing better. Hi, Cindy. You're doing good. I'm so glad to hear that. Okay, so I have to explain this in a way that is off the cuff to make sure I don't get reported. You could use this for spices, to grind up spices. And there are things that are legal here in Canada that you would also grind up in these. Let me know if that helps. So, spices. Oh, thanks, Janice. I'm really happy with how they've turned out. The Flash Metallics are really fun, and these are fairly tiny designs. It's smaller than the keychains. So, it was fun to kind of play with these so far. Heather, you want to try doing dot mandalas? Oh, you totally should. It's so fun. It's so much fun. Legal in Washington, too. Yeah, there's some different states that are. It's all across Canada here, federally as well as provincially, thank goodness. Thank goodness for the places where you can actually get your hands on it. No, they did not mess with my dots at all. I was paranoid that I wasn't going to find my center properly because I couldn't use a chalk marker for that. I somehow managed to find my center, and the grooves had 0 impact. I taught my younger daughter to do dot art. Oh, cool. Oh, I'll go have a look. I can't wait. Thank you, Chris. Aren't they just the cutest? So I'm going to take out the 3rd piece, and I'm going to paint on this tonight, and I'm going to have a bake test. I'm using Flash Metallics and Liquitex glass medium, and I'm going to bake it in the oven and see how it holds up. Anything that's on the side, because that's where people's hands would be, to turn and twist this, I want to make sure that it's going to be as durable as humanly possible. I might be able to paint a very thin layer of resin over it. I might try that as well. All right, so Heather, where you want to start is a local dollar store. Grab yourself some wood cutouts and some canvases from there. Wood is the best way to start, or stone, either of those. If you end up painting on wood, make sure you get yourself some sandpaper and sand it so it's nice and smooth, so that you don't have a lot of really rough wood to deal with. That's the issue with starting with canvas. If you start with canvas, you're going to be fighting with all of the fibers in the canvas. So when you're just getting comfortable, when you're just deciding if you even like it, right? Go for smooth stone or nice sanded down wood, okay? And then you can get great paints at the dollar store. A lot of my favorite paints I get at the dollar store. They've got some great colors. If you're in Canada, Dollarama paints are some of my absolute favorites. They are a little bit thinner, so but they're really good for the smaller projects. Thin paint can make a difference when you're doing really large dots on dry surfaces like wood or canvas. But how well you prep those surfaces can help a little bit with that too. But for painting smaller things like small wood cutouts and excuse me, and stone, they're perfectly good. There's a ton of great tutorials online. I have a playlist on my YouTube channel that has a bunch of free tutorials that you can check out. Try and watch as many different artists as you can. Lydia May, Delicate Dots Andrea, Fine Rosa, Art of Points, Thoughtful Dots, Dot Art by Jade, The Mystery Shop. There's so many amazing dot artists out there, and you will be able to learn something different from each one. The biggest thing is that first figure out if you find it fun, right? So you don't have to invest in any particular tools. You can use anything that is round and flat throughout your house. Drill bits, screws, wooden dowels, cotton swabs, anything you can think of that has a round flat end. Erasers, unsharpened pencils, sharpened pencils for the really tiny detail work. You don't have to spend a ton of money. Find out if you actually enjoy it first. There is an absolute shit ton of incredible content online that can walk you through the basics, and then tons of great supportive communities. I do have a Facebook group as well. It's all about encouragement and helping each other out and helping each other grow and inspiring each other into new work and all of that. So involve yourself in a community like that as well. And you're welcome to come and hang out with us. Yeah, those will be perfect ones. Those acrylic rods, Heather, from Michaels, those will be absolutely perfect. Yeah. And yeah, just have so much fun. So much fun with it. I think these are really stinking cute. I honestly didn't read the listing properly. I didn't know they were this small. So I got this package and they come in the cutest little boxes. I think they're so cute. But I looked at them and I opened the package. I'm like, what the hell did I do? What did I buy? But they're pretty cute. And since I posted the story about them, I've had a ton of people tell me that they actually prefer the little mini ones because they're compact and portable. Yeah, these are going to be super, super fun. Dremel tool bits, yes. Yeah, Dremel tool bits, absolutely. Hi, Jennifer, how you doing? Oh, I'm keeping the box. You bet your ass I'm keeping the boxes. Damn straight. Aren't they so friggin' cute? Like, I just can't. I just can't. So, I'm gonna have to place another order. Really soon. I've got an order of 160 more blank round keychains coming in, and in about another 2.5-3 weeks I've got 100 square keychains and 120 rectangular keychains coming in. And I'm going to be starting on ornaments soon too. I've got 2 more patterns almost ready to go, but these are just that little bit smaller. It's interesting how such a very tiny size difference. Oh, maybe they're almost exactly the same. Oh, I guess they are the same. Well, look at that. Son of a bitch, eh? But yes, I will definitely be keeping the boxes. And I'm doing good, thank you, love. You're doing okay? You hanging in? I have a couple other things to show you guys. They're not listed on the website yet, but I am so friggin' excited to show you that I have to show you now. Yes, I am going to share the pattern. I have to write that up still. But yes, I will be. I can share the piece and show you the piece now that it's done. I can definitely do that. And then I am going to write it up as a pattern to walk you guys through it. So in the Dot Mandala Inspiration Deck Facebook group, we do a live every month, and we pull a card to inspire a painting. And for the month of July, the word was relief. And I haven't gotten my guidelines gone yet, but this is the design that I did for relief. And I freaking loved it. It was so much fun. Oh, thank you, Donna, for the rose. That's so sweet. Table's almost ready to be resined. Amazing. So once I did this one, it was so much fun. Like, I couldn't contain myself. So then I did one in the neon metallics. So there's the neon metallics. And then there's those ones. So the matte paints with the metallic espresso and dazzling gold. So I'm so friggin' addicted to this pattern. This one's a little bit different, but similar. And then that is what inspired all of the keychains that I did in these colors. So I really haven't been able to get enough of it. And I still want to paint many, many, many more things in this. Many, many, many. Many, 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 many. I'm going to resin this. I'm going to varnish this one because it's a nice round canvas. I'm going to finish off the back and put some hanging hardware on it so it's an actual canvas ready to go. And then this one, I'm going to pour a nice thick layer of resin on this to make it a nice panel to hang on a wall as well. Did you guys see you guys saw the other keychains, right? That I did with the other colors? The gold espresso, isn't it beautiful? And they're so subtle because unless you're looking at it at the right angle, you really don't see the difference between the two colors. Like there you can see it, but when you're looking at it under the light, you really don't see the difference. So I love how it's almost like the piece is going to change depending on what angle you're looking at it from, you know? The next is I need to do a color shift one, right? Like I need to do one of these designs all in the color shift paints and see how that turns out. Oh, thanks, guys. Let me just scroll back here. You like it, Patty? I think this is one of my favorite things that I've ever done. It really, really is. And I keep saying that, and it's just so much fun to keep saying it. But I find that everything I paint now, this is what I want to do. Oh, thank you, Donna. Thank you, Heather. Thanks, Jennifer. Thanks, Patty. How you doing, Jerry Lynn? Hey, Michelle. Yeah, the neon's fun, eh? Like, there's so many possibilities. I've got actual neon paints. I think I have to try that next. Yeah, there's so much fun to be had with this design, eh? Thanks, Queen Ubuntu. I hope I said that correctly. But thank you. So many fun different color patterns. Let me actually just grab the keychains because I've done 3 or 4 different ones. So there was this one, the green, And then I did an exact replica of Relief, but on the keychain. Oh, I have a hair in there. Oh well. That's part of buying something that was made in Audreyland. And then, so what I did is I just reversed the colors. So see how this one goes from yellow to coral and from the periwinkle to the light teal? This one I switched it around, so it goes from the light teal to periwinkle and then the coral to the yellow. So it's the same colors, same designs, just a different order. Let's see, still can't get the hang of that pattern. It's a tough one. It's a tough one to get into, but once you do, it'll get there. I love this. I tried to get into this type of art for myself as a way to de-stress, but at the time, I'll wait for the second part there. Oh yeah, it is very much like a kaleidoscope, isn't it? And then I did the neon one. Same colors, and then I just switched up the order on that side too. But I wasn't able to afford to buy the mold for making rounds, so instead went out and found, yeah, finding round rocks is great, especially if you live anywhere near water. You can really tend to find some beautiful, beautiful stones to paint on. Scrap pieces of wood, literally anything that you can get your hands on, you can paint it if you have the right kinds of paints, right? So you probably find that the more you do this, every time you go out, you recognize like, oh, I could paint that. Oh, I could paint that. Oh, I should buy that because I could paint that. Oh, that gives me an idea. I want to paint that. Happens all the time. Yeah, use what you can get your hands on, right? So this is the design Relief. I haven't finished the canvas yet, but we will get there. This is the neon metallic version of Relief. Oh, that'd be beautiful. Thunder eggs, agates. Oh, fantastic. So many beautiful ones to grab. I'm in the process of finishing up some purple keychains. They'll be listed on the site this weekend. This is what one side is going to look like, and then the other side will look like this. Probably Sunday is when they'll be released. And then, but the other keychains I showed are already on the shop, and then these little grinders will probably be another week before they're in the shop. But I gotta show you guys something because I'm so excited. I have two somethings to show you. I was able to get a sample. Hey, Donna. I was able to get a sample of a piece of my artwork on a notebook. So, if you remember that piece, I was so excited when the sample came in. Yes, I definitely will. Bear with me 1 minute and then I'll come back onto there. It's a matte cover, and I'm so picky. I was so convinced that I wasn't going to like the paper, but the paper's really nice and smooth. These should be available by Sunday as well. And there's going to be about 6 different patterns for those. But then look, I got the puzzle. The puzzle came in the mail. And it's so cool. I did a video because, of course, as soon as I opened it, I had to put it together, right? But, I mean, it was challenging. This was a 252-piece puzzle. See all the pieces? That's so cute. Oh, my God. Look at it. Look at it. It was really challenging. It took me longer than I would have thought for a 252-piece puzzle. It was really, really cool. So these are also going to be available on Sunday. They come in 2 different sizes. And they come in a pretty cardboard box with a sticker with a picture on the front. Isn't that so cool? Hey, Jan. Isn't it cool? Isn't that neat, though? I just about lost it yesterday when the package came in the mail. And here, let me hold this up for you, Jennifer. So actually here, let's do this. Let me set that down there. So the main difference between this one has two sets, right? It's got the rainbow set of swoops and the pink set of swoops. And it only has 4 of the petals. Whereas this one has 8 of the petals because the petals are smaller and only 1 set of the swoops on the edge. So that's how those two differ. And that was just because I had more colors and I ended up using more paint and just making it bigger and had to wing it along the way, and it turned out wonderfully. This to me, I'm also thinking like if I did this in the same colors as the Quest mandala in the greens and the golds, I think that would be gorgeous too. I think it's going to be another one of those designs that is just going to look really cool on anything in any color. Let me scroll back. So you're not losing it. I thought this week had taken more of a toll than you realized. So this is a canvas. So I am going to have eventually get some hanging software, hardware to put on the back. I still have to erase the guidelines and varnish. And then this one I think I'm going to resin, and I will put some hanging hardware on the back so that it can be hung on the wall. Yeah. So this is the same design that I did all of those keychains based off of, right? Thank you, Sven. So like this one here is based off of that. And then the other side, same, but only like the reverse out here. And then this one is the same colors as in this one, only different center dots and not as much pink. I used all the rainbow colors instead. So yeah, it's been a fun couple of days. There's been fun stuff coming in the mail. There's fun stuff sitting on the on deck circle. There's fun stuff that is very, very close to being finished. I'm going to have 2 more mug patterns for you by beginning to middle of next week. And I'm going to be starting working on the keychains, so the mini mandalas, as well as Christmas ornament patterns as well. They are coming up very, very soon too. And I've got more keychains to resin. I've got these grinders to resin. I'm going to be using the UV resin on the top here. So I've got that. I am going to varnish it because there are ridges in there and I don't want any air to get stuck in there potentially and then bubble into the resin. So I am going to give just a light coat of varnish on this as well. And then tonight we are going to paint this third piece here, and I'm going to do a bake test to cure the paints on. I'm going to use Flash Metallics mixed with the Liquitex glass medium. And then once this comes out of the oven, I'm also going to attempt doing just a very thin brushed over coat of resin as well. Do you like them? Aren't they cute? Aren't they just the cutest damn thing you've ever seen? Like, yeah, they're little 4-level grinders. Aren't they just the cutest? They make me so happy. So I'm going to paint this one. So these are the 2 that I've gotten done so far. So I'm going to use those colors in a multi-surface paint as well. And once I do the bake test, I don't want to, because when somebody's using one, their hands are on the side. Hi, Sharon. I saw that come through. Sorry. Oh, I'm glad you guys like it. Thank you, Queen. So you would take your spices and put them in here, and then you spin it, and then it deposits it into here. And then there's a bit of dust that's generated as well, and it falls through that screen whoop, into here. And this is just a little tool that you can use to scrape up all the dust. Never would have guessed. They're cute though, eh? Oh my God. I am so already wishing that I had ordered more than 5 of these. But I'm really hoping, because you have to use them by turning on the side here, I want to paint part of this, but I understand that it's probably going to wear quite a bit. So that's why I want to try and use the multi-surface, be able to bake it on, and then maybe put the light coat of resin over top, and maybe that will keep it a little bit more protected. Spices is what I say when I don't want to get kicked off my TikTok live. Wink, wink. Spices. Ah, thank you, love. All right, so we're going to try the Flash Metallics mixed with Liquitex Glass Medium, because Flash Metallics say they're multi-surface, but they don't have any curing instructions, so I used this. It's a 90% medium, 10% paint color. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink, exactly. Lovely spice grinders, exactly. I found them on AliExpress, actually. So these are all mixed up. They're very fluid, but I'm okay with that because I knew what I wanted to do on this side. I want to do a whole bunch of alternating swoops. So I actually need... Actually, this is what I need to do. I want to hold this here, and then I want to see if this is actually going to let me draw on it. I'm going to use my watercolor pencil crayon and see if I can mark on this at all. All right. A lot of people, I didn't expect that number of comments on my story saying the same thing. And I guess that, is just proves what a pothead I am, I guess. I thought, this is so commonplace, everybody knows, but you forget that not everybody has exposure, right? Not everybody does. But I always forget. Ah, you make me happy too, Donna. I love you guys. Thanks for coming to hang out with me tonight, guys. How was your week? Happy Friday. This is going to get tricky real fast for where to hold on to this, I think. And I'm already not putting it on as thin as I thought I would. That's okay. Oh, good. My week was good. I feel like it went by really slow, actually, this week. This week felt kind of weird. But it was still a good week. Still a good week. Got to see my dad this week. So that's always the best news. Now let's see if I can do this without sticking my hands in it too much. Oh, Audrey's doing well. She is currently laying on her scratching tree. Sound asleep. Right, Audrey? She's pretty damn cute. I feel like I now need to move to a smaller tool. So, what was my plan here? I'm trying to remember what my stinking plan was here. What was I trying to accomplish here? Grew up in the 70s, yeah. Yeah, I didn't need any of that fancy stuff. Dad is doing okay, Sharon. Yeah, thank you. Oh, that's a good idea. Good thinking, Patty. Thank you for that. Yeah, that gives me a spot to hold on to. Good thinking. Take that one off because that one's only held on by a magnet and I don't trust that one. There. There. Ah, excellent idea, Patty. Thank you, thank you. Right, the fashion decor then, cool. Mom's doing okay. She's having a rough couple of days. But she's all right. I'm getting rid of the blue and I'm starting over. Because this is not what I meant to do at all. And that's okay. Sorry if this shakes the camera. This is not what I meant to do. Oop. Sorry. Not terribly graceful. No, the thing that made me laugh is somebody commented on my Instagram post about the grinders and said, "Oh, I feel like we might have a really interesting live coming up then." I'm like, oh, I don't have the heart to tell you that if I'm talking to another human being and I haven't had to leave the house in a couple hours, it's already happened. Okay, so let's see here. I thought about maybe just doing like those alternating swoops. Why don't we do that? Let's do that. Yeah, it sucks. It feels like a bit of a step back for her, but she's tough. She's holding on. She's working hard to do everything she can to take care of herself, and we've got a couple of appointments next week. We've got the occupational therapist coming in on Monday, and hopefully they will be the ones that can help us maybe get a walk-in shower put in here, which will be a total game changer. They're also the ones that'll help to arrange in-home physio, which will be huge. And then Tuesday we have an appointment with her family doctor, and so we've got lots of appointments for lots of people to set up stuff to help her. So that's a good thing. Yeah. All right, so let's do this. I'm going to use my micro daughter. Oh, I need to open all of my paints here. Oops. So now, can you guys see okay? And we're going to try and take her to go see Dad tomorrow, and that might help a little bit too, See, these paints are so thin, right, that you pick up a lot of them, even on a small tool like this. So I'm just alternating the same colors that were on the top. Let's see. You get to go home Tuesday. That's so wonderful, Sharon. Yeah, I think it will be too. It'll be good for her. That's a little tightly packed, a little tighter packed than I would necessarily want to, but yeah, that's running together. Shit. All right, let's try. Third time's a charm. We got this. It's fine. It's all fine. You know what? I didn't spray it with any isopropyl alcohol, so my bad. Let's start again. Let's start one more time. I'm going to concentrate on not adding quite so much paint to the tool, and then we're going to get this on the road here. Hi, Britt. How you doing? Hi, Borka. So lovely to see you guys. And to anybody that's new, welcome. Thank you for coming to hang out with me. My name is Jamie. I am a dot mandala artist, and I paint dot mandalas on all kinds of pretty stuff. And I like to share what I know, in case you want to try painting. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to let me know. If I'm painting, please know that I can't always see my phone screen while I'm painting. So if I don't answer your question right away, I will scroll back and try and catch up. Aw, thank you, love. Me too. It's all going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine. More than fine. Everything's going to be great. All right. So I'm going to use way less paint, hopefully, now. And I'm going to leave a little bit more space. But this is going to be a tightly packed design. Oh, shit. Hold on. You're a Jamie the Paint Stop in Dallas too? That's so cool, J Doodles. That's so amazing. I love that. Not a lot of Jamies out there. It's nice to meet ya. Aw, thank you, Queen Nimbo 2. I know I'm not saying that right, but I'm trying, I promise. All right. Let's try this again. Holy crap. It's going to be a long couple hours. Oh, I'm glad, Michelle. Hi, Barb. How you doing? Have I used one of these grinders today? Not today. Only because I stocked up yesterday. So yes, in that context, absolutely, I have used one today. You're painting at the park with your new puppy. Oh my gosh, Borka, that's so exciting. Congratulations on the new puppy. It sounds like a wonderful way to spend time. Exactly, Queen. Every time you start over, the more you're learning. It's all experimentation. All the time. Sometimes the experiments work out and sometimes they don't. All right. So let's experiment again. That's going to run into the purple, I'm sure of it. I think this is better, though. I feel like this is better. I feel like this is turning out the way that I pictured it. Shit, I still did the wrong damn color. God. Oh. Sorry, folks. Damn it. The more we're learning, we're learning. We're learning. Are we learning? All right. Purple. And then blue. And then teal. That one's crooked. That's all right. Teal. That one's like literally leaning on the side like a broom leaning up against the wall. You almost said it. The number of times I feel for you guys, because the number of times you see me getting ready to do dumb stuff and must be yelling at your screen like, no, not again. Move your hand. We're going to be so smart. We're going to be so smart. Oh, I'm so glad you're learning a lot. That's wonderful. Hi, Holly. Planting on the side of a little mini herb grinder. There we go. No one's gonna know. No one's gonna know. Yeah, we need to bring back some of those old sounds, eh? Oh, thank you. I'm glad that my laugh doesn't drive people crazy. That's nice. When you hear it in your own head, it never sounds how other people hear it, eh? In my head, I sound like Janice on Friends. All right, here we go. Let's keep going. This is the top of this one, by the way. Oh, that's a cool image because you can see all the little grooves on the top. Ashley's here. Hi, Ashley. How you doing? If you guys are not already following, Kick W Ashley. I don't know. I don't know why I cannot figure out how to say your username, Ashley. I'm sorry. I know, right? Never like the sound of our own voice. No, not Janice, right? I watched the episode the other day when she was dating Ross, and he's like, wait a minute, so you're telling me that I have become so whiny that I annoy you, Janice. That was a good one. Oh, you're welcome. Go follow. Beautiful work. You've been doing a lot of work on ornaments lately too, eh? Keeping it crafty with Ashley. Ah, thank you. Okay. So that's good to know. Thanks, love. You do beautiful work. I love when your videos come up. You have such beautiful work. So if you guys aren't already following Ashley, do yourself a favor. Go give her a follow. I know, doesn't she? Yeah. It was a great Friends episode. It was so good. Oh, Ashley, that's sweet of you to say, but we're all just on the journey. I love seeing people loving this art form as much as me. It's so fun to be here with you guys and seeing so many people starting to do more of what they love for a living. It's exciting. And if they aren't at that point where they can or want to do that, they're doing something that they love just for their own mental health and well-being because they enjoy it. That's friggin' gold. It really is, isn't it? We're so, it's so healing. It's so healing, and it has such an incredible community with it that comes with it. That the community helps with that healing. It's wonderful. We're so lucky. So lucky. And we get to sit and paint pretty shit all day. That's pretty nice. It's pretty fun. I forgot that I can do my swoops upside down, so I'm going to start doing that, and then I don't have to spin it around as much. So I'm going to let this dry for at least 24 hours before I put it in the oven. And I'm only going to put the one layer in the oven because I don't want to, well, the whole thing will be garbage, but at the same time, I don't want to put the whole thing in if I don't have to. And I'll bake it in the oven and see how it does with these. So this is the Flash Metallics mixed with the Liquitex Glass Medium. I'm using that because these sides are metal, and because this is where people's hands would be when they're using this all the time, I want to try and give it as much protection as I can. So I'm not only going to bake it, but I'm also going to attempt to do a light brushing of some resin over top as well to add a little bit of protection. I'm going to be re-resining the terracotta plates here soon. So I'll just use some of the resin that I have left over for that to do this. And let it sit for a day or two and see what happens. All just part of the big experiment, right? Oh, thank you for sharing the live, Ashley. That's so sweet. Thank you, Queen. You haven't gotten to paint pretty shit in a long time. I hope you get to paint pretty shit soon, because the shit you paint is so pretty. Paint pretty shit. Oh, that does need to be on the t-shirt. Hold on. Do it. Do it, Holly. Do it. Do it. Do it. Yeah, what's it like? Are you home alone? Do you have company? Are you enjoying time alone? What's going on? How are you doing with the heat and everything? Like, are you doing all right down there? How's everybody doing? You guys weathering the heat okay? Please take care of yourselves. Oh shit, you know what I just realized? I'm totally going to have to do one of these in neon paints, right? That is going to be necessary, isn't it? And glow in the dark. Yeah. Hiding in the camper with the air on high. Goods. All right, let me grab the top for ya. So there's the top there, Barb. And then that's going to be the side. Now, if I find that I can protect it really well, then I'll do the second one too. And maybe even like the bottom ring of the top. But we'll see how the tests go for that. So that's the top of this one. And then I also did this one that we'll figure out as well. Good. Keep the air on. Make sure you're breathing okay. Please be taking care of yourselves. This is really, really, really hard on the body when it's so humid too, right? I know. We totally do need a t-shirt person. Everyone in my office came down with COVID. Two of them are in really bad shape. Oh, Donna. Oh, that's awful. I'm so sorry to hear that. Are you okay? Yeah, you gotta have fun. Gotta have fun. Ah, thank you, sister. Thank you, Ashley. Yeah, the little ridges do pretty good, eh? I think I'm still going to varnish it before I use the UV resin, just in case there's little air that gets stuck in there. I don't want it to release back up into the resin. I think I'm gun shy now that happened with wood one time. But we'll see. This one is 100% experimentation. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And if it works, then it will be the flagship product. Oh, that's going to run in. That was way too fat. Did you see that? That was way too fat. Got cocky. Had too much paint on there. Got cocky. Didn't wipe off the tool. Did it anyway. Let's hope it doesn't bite me in the ass. Oh, look, it's already biting me in the ass. Oh, well. It is going to continue to bite me in the ass because this is a test. And that's just going to have to be part of the test. I am not wiping this sucker off again. And I'm not going to jinx it and say what would have to happen in order for me to wipe it off again, because I don't want it to happen. So we're just going to move on and pretend nothing happens. I'm just going to catch up here. Sorry, you guys. Work from home, only went in one day. Oh, good. Good, good, good. This is to see the comment. Could you put tiny dots on those little tiny dots? Yes. Totally could do top dots on here. And that could actually be really fun. Let's do some. Oh, I don't know. But you totally could. I'm thinking now I don't want to. Sorry. But I will do one where I can do them. Where I do want to do them. And do one with a bunch of color and a bunch of top dots. I've started having fun with top dots again on these keychains. I'd stayed away from top dots for so long because the mugs had given me such a difficult time with top dots. So I started staying away from top dots. I did it again. Look at that fat sucker. I almost called it something else by accident. Not that it would matter, but still. Anyways, I don't even remember what I was saying. Not a clue. So if you're new here, that happens a lot here as well. I can tell you that every single live I do, I have at least one moment where I go, oh shit, did you just say that out loud? And have zero recollection of whether I said something out loud or if it was in my head. Oh, like there. Yeah, totally could. It would probably, I don't know, they're really, really, really tiny. I don't know that my eyes could do it, but I suppose that it could be done. I seriously need to buy a grinder, right? You did not find that. That's so cool. Have you been able to get your hands on it? That's cool. Was it good? Did it live up to your name? Yeah, these are super, super cute. So the thing that I would recommend is just make sure that you read and know what size you're getting. They're not super cheap. But they weren't super expensive either. But they were expensive enough that you, like, these were $5 each. So they're not the kind of thing that I'm going to be buying like 50 of them at the same time. But to get a few at a time, these could be pretty cute. Yes, but I need a grinder. Ally Express. That's where I got them. And like I said, they had all kinds of different sizes. They had different colors. I almost got, they had a whole bunch of teal ones that were like this color teal. I'm like, oh, if I'm not going to get a black grinder, I'm getting that teal color because that would be super fun to paint on as a background color. Oh, that's way too much paint again. Stop it, Jamie. Here we go. I'm getting close to the other side where we started, so I have to start being careful where I put my hand now here, so that's why I'm putting my pinky up top here now to try and not stick my hand in anything. Try. I will try. Oh, this might actually work out. It looks like there might be enough space there that I could space these out nicely. And here, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to totally cheat. I know that the green is our midpoint and it is right in the middle. So we're going to start here with the green. All right, and then we have teal. Oh, this is satisfying. And now we do blue. Oops. And there we go. So, right now, this is how that one looks. So cute. Hi, Jenna. Thank you, love. It's so fun. Chris, I was wondering if you were still here. Do you remember in the behind the Hangin' Tough tour video way back when? And Danny is talking about trying new foods and he says, my mom always tells me to try new things, so that's what I will do. I will try. I don't know if you remember that or not. I don't know why that stuck in my head. Thank you, Liz. Thank you, Donna. You remember that? Isn't that amazing? Thanks, Holly. Thank you, user 311, etc., etc. Thank you, Queen. Hi, Chickpea Dreams. How you doing, love? For a spice. Absolutely for a spice. Thanks, Barb. You have 2 silver? Nice. The one I have now is a purple one, and it's a fairly decent size, but I'm going to put you up here for a second because we've got a nice sunset happening there, so I'm going to open up the blinds. So bear with me, and don't judge me when you see me walk in front of the camera. Because I showered today, but I did not make any other effort other than that. All right. One of these days, we are going to get rid of these blinds, and it is going to be a day worth throwing a party. And fresh air. That's nice. kind of nice, eh? The other night we had a crescent moon and it was right up above these trees. It was such a pretty picture. I'm just going to scroll and try and catch up. Did ya? Good job, Sharon. That's amazing. Painting ornaments. Yeah, I got to get started on that. I haven't started that yet, and I really need to. He has cooking shows on Instagram. Shut up. How you doing, Jenny? You keeping busy? Oh my God, that's so funny, Chris. So glad I know you. All right, so again, let's look from a little further away. I'm going to try and get some light in here. Let's see if I can get some decent light in front of this bad boy. I don't think I'm going to. Here, let's move you over here. No, I don't have great lighting to show this off right now. Let's try it here. Let's try this. That's a little bit better. There's where it ran together in the one spot. Managed to keep it okay in the rest of it though. And then we've got the top there. So once I know how this row does, then I'll know if I can add more on the section just above it or not. And we'll go from there. But for right now, at least there's something else other than the top on there. And that's what I was hoping for. On the next one, I'm going to try just painting it with the same paints that I painted the top with. And then doing the brushed over resin so that I can compare just the resin to the baking as well. Because if we don't have to use multi-surface paints and the brushing the resin on will protect it well enough, then that's definitely the easiest way to go. Your beautiful tree. Isn't it a gorgeous tree? I love looking out this window. There's a little bit of a breeze, thankfully, coming in. Oh, look. Oh, look at the color. I'm actually seeing a little bit of green. Usually it doesn't go through the full spectrum of the colors like that. Oh, it looks so pretty. So we can, oh, this one has something on the side. Oh, what happened? Oh, right, because this is coated metal. Yeah, I like looking out there. So it is coated metal, so I did scrape on one spot and I did scrape some of the coated metal off. So just kind of keep that in mind. It was good to see you, Chris. Later, Blockhead. Isn't it a nice view? Very spoiled. All right, so I'm going to move that out of the way and need to find now the colors of our paint. So that is color number 1. And I think it's these ones here. There we go. Oh, and I didn't end up using the gold, so that's what we've got here. All right. So now we've got this same band to do on this one, but I want to do it a little bit differently. I'm not exactly sure how I want to do it. I feel like I want to mirror these and do something with that. So I feel like I want to do that here. So I'll start with yellow. I am going to see if I can draw on this though, just to at least get me started in the right spot. Ah! So one like that with some of the brushed metal coming off, I will likely, if I can, patch it with some black multi-surface paint and let it cure. Or I'll sell it as an imperfect. Either way, it'll be fine. All right, so I'm going to start with the yellow, and I'm going to move that again because, so this is the top, but it's only held on by a magnet, so I don't want to leave it on there because I don't trust my hands. So I'm working on this section down here. So I'm going to start fairly short. No, don't like that. I'm gonna try that again. Ding. Oh, I should probably line that up again, not be lazy. Oh, it worked. Perfect. All right. Okay. So you can kind of faintly see my chalk line there. No shit, I didn't do the alcohol. Do you wonder how I survive when I paint alone? It would make me question it. How does she do this when we're not here watching her? She forgets everything. Oh, thank you, Michelle. All right, let's try this again. Lid on. Mark. Now I'm going to sound like the Swedish chef. Mark, mark, mark. Mark there. Mark there. And mark there. All right. Hey, Kat, how you doing? Hi, Elise. How you doing, love? Good to see ya. All right, so let's move that back off to the side. Get that little bit off there. And now we try the yellow again. Oh, not with that tool, but with this tool. I feel like, whoops. Okay, I want to do something else. I want to mark more of these spots because I think that I want to do something in the middle as well as there. Sorry, I'll be back in a moment, I promise. All right. So there, now we've got just a few more lines. I just wanted to divide all of those spaces in half. Okay. I know, it's been a long time. You're doing okay? You're doing okay, Kat? Good. Hi, Heather. Good to see ya. I've been doing good, Elise. It has been a long time, and I'm doing well. How are you? You keeping busy? Oops. Oh, I'm definitely going to put my hand in something soon, aren't I? This is just a matter of time. Just a matter of time. Right, Audrey? Audrey likes to look out the window, so her favorite time of day is when I open up the blinds. Because she goes and she just sits by the window and surveys her perceived kingdom, I guess. There we go. Numero uno. Now we're going to switch this around and do this again. 4-hour affairs. Wow. How did it go? Emily loves doing that too. I gotta show you guys because she's just so friggin' cute. She is just sitting and looking out the window in her hoodie. What do you see? It makes me so happy. Makes me happy when she's happy. All right, so we're gonna hang out for about another 20 minutes, you guys. I am gonna sign off at around 9:30 my time, but we still have a good another 20 minutes before I sign off for today. Doesn't she look fabulous in her polka dots? Oh, I missed you too, Elise. But I hope it was successful. I'm glad it was good. Markets are so stressful. She is doing her security check, exactly. She's casing the perimeter. She takes her job very seriously. Very seriously. I love when I'm in bed and I look out here into the solarium and she's sitting in front of the window at night. It's my favorite thing when all the lights are out and everything and she's just sitting here watching the world go by. We're up on a high enough floor that every once in a while really big birds fly by the window. And it's, if she happens to be out here and sees it, the look on her face is pretty priceless. It's very clearly a, what the fuck was that? There we go. Now it looks like I'm just making a whole bunch of McDonald's M's. Emily too. Oh shit, now am I gonna pick this up? How am I gonna do that? Okay. Ah! I'm sliding it to the end of the table so I could grab it like that. All right, color number 2, moving on to orange. I'm gonna climb up a little bit. I'm not putting a ton of paint on, so it's gonna dry pretty quickly. Still keep an eye where you're putting your hands though as you're turning. I'm watching my right hand here where I'm setting it down. And I'm realizing I'm probably slicing up my fingers with my hands here. I don't have a magnet, unfortunately. That would be, I'll put that on my list though, because that's a smart idea to grab one to use with this, eh? Good old Oshawa Street Racers. This is random, but giving a ferret meds and got more on you than on him. That's usually the way they fight the whole damn process, isn't it? That's a really good idea. I'm not so much worried about the paint on the painted lid. It's just the fact that it's only held there with a magnet. And usually it's not a super strong magnet. I was worried that it would slip out of my hands or turn on me and not stay secure. I'll have to give it a shot. Oops. I want to thank you guys as well. As many of you know, I am saving up money to get my stuff into like a crafters, makers market, consignment kind of store. No, it's more of like you rent a shelf, like they're calling them makers markets. Anyways, I'm working to get my stuff in there, and my goal is I need $230 to get that started, and my goal is actually about $300 so I can get a bunch of that stuff. And I am already at $165. So what I'm doing is trying to talk. Oh my goodness. Anytime anybody leaves me a tip in my virtual tip jar, or if they leave a tip when they make a purchase, all of those tip money is going into this special fund to get me into a store, because I'm going to try and sell a bunch of my mugs over the next few months, especially before Christmas. So thank you guys so much for the support that you have shown me. I am so close to being able to do that. And that means we're going to get making some mugs, and I think that might be an opportunity for a couple mug painting parties too. We'll see. Hi, Carolyn. How you doing, love? No, we don't need our brace for this, but thank you very much for the love and concern. I promise I'm okay for now anyway. Oh, yeah, that's a good point, just to keep from shredding my fingers. I could probably tape it shut too, couldn't I? Realistically, because I'm not painting the top half. Yeah, it's a very good point. You're all full of logic. Not sure if I know how to keep up with that. Alright, I'm going to go up in tool size now for the red. Take notes, exactly. That one was a little bit high. That's all right. Love these colors. So I only have 3 more of these left to do. So I know I need to do the neon rainbow, right? Like I have to do the neon rainbow in pretty much everything. And then I'm thinking if I do a couple that are colors, like maybe some teal color grades and maybe even the purple color grades. I feel like I need to do a green and gold though. I feel like I can't do a bunch of grinders without that. Yes, I am. Yes, an herb grinder. Not as blonde as I look. Right, that's why we dye our hair blonde. As a distraction. Yeah, I got a few off of the AliExpress website. And I am having so much fun with them. I've got some necklace pendants to paint too. I've got an absolute shit ton of keychains coming in. I've decided too that I realized I have yet to do any paw print mugs. So, and I need to do some more paw print keychains. Those ones, as beautiful as the other keychains are, I cannot keep the paw print ones in stock. So I'm going to add a bunch more of those to the production list, but I really am dying to try some kind of paw print design on a mug or two and see how that works. I think that could be a lot of fun. So we have our little flames so far. All right, so let's drop that there. And now we are going to metallic purple, and we are going to continue to use the same size tool, and we're going to make little coily cues in here. Actually, hopefully they'll come right up to the top here. I can get a measurement for you guys on what the size of these ones are, if that's helpful for you at all. That should have come up higher. Okay, let me actually, just while I think of that. So this size grinder is a 40 millimeter. So with a 55 millimeter one, Sharon, those are awesome size. Those are an awesome size. I would say mine, the other one that I have, is probably a 45, maybe like a 47. So with a 55, that is going to give you a really nice big space to paint on. That's going to give you almost 2 inches. That's going to be awesome. You like it, Kevin? Oh shit. Oh, I put my hand in that paint. I literally just grabbed this right here, you guys, and I didn't smudge it. So this is the little mini grinder. Oh, it's 50? Okay, so that's still really good. That's a really good size. Like I said, mine is, the one that I use all the time is 45, maybe. So that's a really good size. That's awesome. All right. Let's keep going here. I have a feeling that the resin is going to be plenty to protect it, as long as the resin sticks to the surface, okay, right? So that's going to be, that'll be the test, but I think it should. I don't see why it wouldn't, but that should give it enough protection. This is what I'm talking about. Ah, thank you, love. Not sure yet, honestly, Kevin. It's probably going to be around 32, 34 Canadian plus shipping. That's where my guess is taking me right now. Isn't it cute though? It's just a little baby one. I'm going to try and finish these tests to see how I can get these cured. These aren't going to be available on the website for another week, because the resin is going to take 72 hours alone just to cure. So what I'm going to do here is I am going to Grab a different tool. Let's see. I would think the little grip lines would make the resin stick. So I'm hoping. I'm really hoping to. Since you're putting resin over the keychains, are you using regular? I am using regular. Regular. Now on the side of the blue one that I just did, I used multi-surface on this one because I did, or actually it's the Liquitex Glass Medium and Flash Metallics, because I wanted to see if baking is a good option to protect the sides as well. You're welcome, love. All right, so purple. My only fear is that any of the resin runoff, I've got to make sure to put on a really thin coat and watch the dripping for the first little bit, because I don't want it to impact the grinder going together and being able to kind of be screwed closed, right? All right, so now we're gonna go with red. We're gonna do two things in red here. First thing I'm going to do is I'm grabbing a larger tool and we're going to go around here. I am going to let these dots dry, and I am going to do some top dots on the side here. I think this is going to look wicked. I resanded the terracotta plates today, and they are going to be getting re-resined soon. I've booked some time with my super to go into the workshop and be able to sand my tables. And yeah, the puzzle and the notebook, along with other designs, are going to be available tomorrow. It's crazy. All right, so I'm going to red. It's actually neat painting over the groove lines because you can feel them, but it's really not impacting the paint at all. It's kind of neat. Thanks, Donna. Thanks, Kevin. Does the resin seem to react differently to the regular? No, not that I've noticed, but I haven't really honestly paid attention too much to that, honestly, but I haven't noticed any difference at all. I haven't had a chance to use the new stand yet, but I'm going to be, because I'm going to be working on the edging soon. I'm going to be making another plate soon, too. Nailed out a couple of the originals yesterday. Oh, that's awesome. Yay. I'm glad people are finding you. That mug stand is absolute gold. That was a life changer, Jennifer. Like, not even exaggerating. It is what is allowing me to stay creating. You're keeping me in business with that thing. Oh my God. Jesus, Kim. Fuck. Why do I keep doing that? I am so sorry. Oh my God. I'm gonna get it tattooed on my forehead. I'm so sorry, Kim. You're so patient with me. Oh my God. I'm going back to just calling you guys by your usernames because I am not doing well keeping everybody straight. One of those was you. Yay! Hey, Chan. Oh, it was a life changer. Life changer. No, it's not okay. You deserve to be remembered because you're part of this family. And I hate that I keep doing that. Try to behave myself. It's no fun though. Can't behave too many times, right? Right? Just call me Zumafu all the time. Is it from Zubumafu? Like a play on that? You're laughing. I'm so glad, and I'm so sorry. You're so kind to be so patient. I'm just gonna blame it on the weed. No fun to behave. That doesn't sound like fun at all. That coming from someone who, really, I don't like getting in trouble, so I usually behave most of the time. All right, once these ones dry, I'm going to do, like I said, some top dots and some top swoops on these red swoops here and on the purple and red dots that we did over here to fill that out. Please know that even if I forget your name, I love you. And thank you for understanding that it's not intentional. Oh my God. Kim, Zumafu's Kim. Yes, the lemur, that's amazing. Zubumafu's amazing. It was such a good show. It's Kim. Just gonna keep singing your name. I love you too. I'm so grateful that you love me. Now I'm going to have to remember to remove those little tiny guidelines that I added on here. I'll wash them down after all the paint dries. But I think some top swoops and some top dots are going to look cool. So let's put that there. And then let's put that there. And then, ooh, it's pretty. Oh, I like it. And so there's number 2. Those look pretty fun. Your son loved the show when he was a baby? Good choice, Mom. Good choice for shows. All right, so I'm going to kind of pull you guys up here a little bit. Oops, unplug you. I'm going to pull you up here a little bit because we're closer to a light. And I want to see if I can get a better angle to show you the color. So there's our color on this one, on the edge. So I'm going to use UV resin on the top. I'm going to use art resin on the side. And I'm going to bake this one to see how this one looks and how baking affects it. I'm hoping that the resin will be all that will be necessary. So on this one, I'm going to use the UV resin on the top, and I'm going to use just a very, very thin layer of resin painted on to the sides here. So I'm going to do as much as I can to have some self-control and not do any more until I know what happens with these two. So that I know what I can do with the sides on the others. But it's a good start anyway. You want to see the cups in the back? Thanks, Jan. Thanks, Patty. Thanks, Kim. So there is the teapot. It has one thing left to do. So here there's 2 things, sorry. So see how there's those little tiny dots in between that line, I have to do those dots on this side. And then I need to do the design on the trunk. I always call it the elephant trunk, but I've got to do the design on the trunk. It's going to be a bunch of swoops. And then what I'm doing when it goes up for auction, it's going to come with 2 mugs. So it's either going to come with that mug and this mug. See how one's starting on the bottom and the other starts in the middle with the design? Or I might like one or the other, and we'll see how they look with the teapot. But when it goes up for auction, it'll be the teapot and 2 of the mugs. This is going to be the next pattern, and then that one over there is going to be the next pattern as well. And then I'm going to start working on getting this pattern done up and hopefully creating a lot more of these. These guys are going to get resined. That's the one side. This is the other side. And then these guys will be ready to go. And what are the other ones? The puzzles will be live on the website, let's say by noon on Sunday. Noon Eastern on Sunday, the puzzles. The largest one I have right now is 11 by 14, and it's 252 pieces. I do have the option for 500 and 1,000 piece puzzles, but I need to do some image manipulation and editing before I can have an image that's clear enough to blow up to that size that I'd need. So if anybody knows Adobe Illustrator and knows how to take an image that is, say, 3,100 by 4,200, I don't know what the actual ones are, and change it into something significantly larger, let me know, because I need your help. So that is going to be the next pattern in that blue cup. Yes, I did mean in the oven. I understand the double meaning there in that sentence. Thanks, Queen. I'm going to bake, yes, the things that help it. I just got puzzles, Paula. Look. So I got my sample in the mail the other day. I did this design on it, and it challenged me. It really challenged me because it's so symmetrical, right? Like you could take this piece here and you have no idea which corner it goes into. It kind of messed with me a little bit, but it was a lot of fun. So hopefully I'll be able to get to the point where I can do the larger puzzles too, because I'd really like to do a great big one. But for now, this is the largest size, and then there is a 120 piece puzzle as well that's an 8 by 10 size, so the puzzle pieces would be a bit bigger. These will be live on the website by noon on Sunday. So those 2 sizes, and then the notebooks. Now I'm going to look into hardcover notebooks because I'm not always a fan of the spiral, but I know everybody has their own personal preferences, so I want to make sure that there's some of each. The paper is so nice and smooth, and the lines are so nice and crisp, and it has one of the packages for the pockets at the back. I'm really, really loving it. Really, really loving it. Now it is a matte finish too. I might go for a gloss finish, but so these are going to be live on the website on Sunday as well. About 6 or 7 different designs. Got all kinds of stuff coming. It feels like I'm tying together all of these loose ends. It's kind of crazy. Thank you, Kim. Team baked goods and we puzzle. Exactly, right? I should totally be painting these so you can have a mug, a grinder, a keychain to find your way home, and a puzzle to keep you busy, and a journal to write all your stories down in. The puzzle is 11 by 14. 11 by 14 finished. And the smaller one is an 8 by 10. The journal though, which I just took me a minute. About 5 by 8. 5 by 8 for the journal. So they'll be live as well. And what I'm going to do is there's so many cool things that I can put my artwork on and have like really cool stuff. So the next thing, once the sales from the journals and the puzzles are going to go to a fund to help me order a couple more samples of some other products, because I'm going to, by the end of September, I am going to have calendars available as well for 2023. That'll be the other thing. So crazy the amount of stuff there. And we're just going to start buying some really fun, weird stuff. Like I can get a lamp. I don't know what that's going to look like, but I think we need to try it. There's sneakers, and these sneakers, just from the mock-ups, these sneakers look so freaking cool. Flip-flops, slides, beach towels, floor poofs. Like, it's crazy the stuff that this is the stuff we can do. I think Illustrator will chase you think it will, Roman? Oh, I hope it would. It really is endless, right? And then you can take photos of what you paint and put that on stuff. It's absolutely incredible. Yes, the puzzle is a JPEG. Yeah. I've created it. I've taken a photo and then I've removed the background and then I've thrown it into Procreate and created a new background for it. And I did that to try and increase the DPI as well. But yeah, I wonder if I can save it as a vector from Procreate and if that would help me out. That might be something. Thank you, Sharon, for answering those questions. Thanks for answering Wifey's questions. So when I'm painting on glass or ceramic, I use multi-surface, enamel, glass paints, porcelain paints work well also. Make sure that the paints that you buy actually list that one of the suitable surfaces is glass and or ceramic. If that is not listed, it's quite common for people to get confused between multi-purpose and multi-surface paint. They are not the same, okay? So make sure you read your bottles and it will tell you if it is good for ceramics and glass. Anything else, I use regular acrylic paints. And thank you, Sharon, so much for answering those questions. And then you could blow it up big. All right, I'm going to see what I can do. Thanks, Roman. Sorry, not sorry. It's one of those feelings that makes me so happy because it means that I'm picking the right things to do. And that makes me so happy, Paula. So thank you for such a wonderful compliment. To even say that just makes my heart so happy because it just lets me know that I'm picking the right things. I want to pick some fun stuff, you know. I want to pick some stuff that people will love to use every day and stuff that will just make them really, really happy. So we'll get there. I feel the same way. Oh, you guys are sweet. I'm so glad you like it. Thank you for letting me know that I'm on the right track. I'm going to be live tomorrow in the Facebook group. There's a link in my bio if you want to join the Facebook group. Make sure you answer all of the questions and agree to all of the rules. And I will be live there in the Facebook group at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. I'm really, really hoping we can do a full 2 hours. And we're just gonna play. We might do some resining. We might do some varnishing. We might finish off a mug. I'm not really sure. So we'll just hang out and see what happens. I will definitely be getting them in there. I need to order more of them soon too. My goal is to have these listed in the shop next weekend because I'm going to be putting art resin on the sides and that's going to take a good 72 hours to cure. So I might be able to get them like maybe middle of next week, but it's going to be at least 4 to 5 days. And then these 2 will go into the shop and then I will get the other 3 painted quickly as well. Aw, thank you, Kim. I love you. Oh, thank you so much, Roman. It's so fun, right? It's the fun stuff, the weird stuff. I want to do the prints and the canvas prints so people can have not have to get a hand painted item and be able to have some of these images and then put this on weird stuff, right? Like, just why the hell not? I'll have a bath mat or I'll have a shower curtain with my painting on it. Why the hell not? It's so fun. Thank you so much, you guys. All right, you guys. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Mel. I am going to have to sign off for tonight. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out. Right, a bath mat. Totally, right? Yeah. I want window curtains. I want duvet covers. I want floor mats. I want pet beds. I want my artwork to throw up on this apartment. I love you guys. Thank you for all the encouragement and all of the brainstorming you allow me to do. And I am really, really excited to show you some of the other stuff that I've got up my sleeve over the next little while. It's going to be a really fun couple of months. And I'm so grateful that you are all here and that we have this wonderful little family that we can, not so little anymore, this wonderful family that we can enjoy and enjoy each other. So please take care of yourselves. I will look forward to hanging out with you again really, really soon. Thank you, Queen. Yeah, it'll be fun. We'll see you later, Sharon. Take care of yourself. We'll keep the countdown. I'm so glad you were able to hang, Jerry Lynn. It was so wonderful to see you, and it was awesome fun. Thank you, Michelle. We'll have so much fun with all this stuff, and I'll show you guys how to do this, because if you guys want to learn how to do this stuff for your own artwork, I will be happy to share that too. So I'll share what I learn as I go. I love you guys. Take care of yourselves, please, and I'll see you hopefully tomorrow. Bye, guys.